Hi, Professor. My name is Andrea,
My name is Martin.
and this is the digestive pathway of oats and peanut butter.
So today we're going to take a plain rolled oatmeal topped with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter on a complete journey through the digestive system.
As nutrition students, it's important not just to know the organs, but to understand what happens to specific nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, fibers, and micronutrients at each stage of digestion and absorption. Let's get started with the oral cavity. So, digestion begins in the oral cavity. The main functions here are mastication, lubrication, and activation of the cephalic phase.
So for the mechanical digestions occur through chewing, forming a bolus. Chemically, salivary amylase begins breaking down oat starch into smaller carbohydrates like maltose.
As for lingual lipase, this begins a minimal fat digestion from the peanut butter, but most fat digestion happens later.
If this phase is impaired, for example with xerostomia or dysphagia, starch digestions and swallowing can be really affected.
Now, let's go to the esophagus. Alright,
So the esophagus functions in peristaltic transport. The lower esophageal sphincters relax to allow the bolus to enter the stomach. So it works like a door, opening and close.
clinically, this function here can lead to GERD, GERD, which may progress to Barrett's esophagus if untreated. Alright, now we have the stomach. Okay, so in the stomach, food is mixed and acidified. Hydrochloric acid denatures oat and peanut proteins and activates pepsin.
So pepsin begins the protein digestions into polypeptides. Gastric lipase contributes minor fat digestions, and salivary amylase becomes inactivated due to the low pH on the stomach.
And then iron from oats is freed from the plant matrix here, preparing it for absorption in the small intestine.
So clinically, the gastrostomy can lead to B12 deficiency and dumping syndrome.
Now we have the duodenum. Okay, so
Duodenum is the primary site of chemical digestion. So the acidic chyme is neutralized by bicarbonate from the pancreas.
hormones regulate this phase. Secretin stimulates bicarbonate release, CCK, cholecystokinin stimulates pancreatic enzyme release and gallbladder contraction. And then GIP, gastric inhibitory polypeptide, has an incretin effect.
So the pancreatic amylase continues the start digestion. Trypsin and chymotrypsin breaks down the polypeptides into smaller peptides.
Pancreatic lipase with bile salts breaks triglycerides from peanut butter into free fatty acids and monoglycerides.
If bile or any pancreatic enzymes are impaired, steatorrhea can occur.
Okay, now let's move on to the jejunum. Alright, so the jejunum is responsible for 90 to 97% of nutrient absorption.
So in this case, the oat starch is fully broken down into glucose, which is going to be absorbed into the bloodstream and it's going to be transferred into the liver.
Proteins from oats and peanut butter are absorbed as amino acids and also travel through the portal vein.
Fats are absorbed kind of differently. Fatty acids are reassembled into triglycerides, packed into chylomicrons, and enter the lymphatic system.
Now the ileum, alright, so the ileum absorbs vitamin B12 and bile salts, maintaining enterohepatic circulation.
If the ileum is impaired, B12 deficiency and fat malabsorption can occur.
Now the large intestine.
So for the large intestine, the main function is to absorb water, electrolytes, and ferment the fiber.
The beta glucan fiber in oats is fermented by gut bacteria, producing short chain fatty acids like acetate, propionate, and butyrate.
These short chain fatty acids are absorbed and they're used for energy, especially in the colon cells.
Now, just post-absorbed fate. So after absorption, glucose from oats goes to the liver for glycogen storage or energy production.
The amino acids are used for protein synthesis or to enter the urea cycle if there's an excess.
Fatty acids from peanut butter are stored in adipose tissue or for beta oxidation.
And fiber derived by these short-chain fatty acids contribute to metabolic function and the colon health. You can see over here.
All right, now to conclude, in conclusion, this journey shows us how a simple meal like oatmeal with peanut butter engages every part of the digestive system.
So basically understanding where digestion, absorption, and regulations occur allows to predict any clinical consequences when any part of the GI tract is impaired.
Thank
Thank you.